Morning. Morning, Akshat. Morning, Yakin. All right, guys. I have the risk disclosure up. Just going to wait maybe a few moments for folks to join us. To give them a few minutes here to join us, and then we'll get started. In the meantime, the risk disclosure is up for your review. Yes, Capital Preservation Friday. Absolutely. Yeah. Or don't let it be Give Back Friday, right? Give back everything that you earned over the week on Friday. All right, guys. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to start again, just kind of with a brief, overview of the risk disclosure. Just to let everybody know that the content that's being distributed here is to be treated as general information. None of the information provided by myself and the company contained herein is intended as investment advice and offer to solicit, buy, sell, recommend, endorse, sponsor any security, company, or fund. We all understand that future trading does contain a fair amount of risk and is not for every investor, and that an investor could potentially lose all or more of their initial investment. Okay, we should be only risking risk capital. Okay, only that money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle should be used for trading, and only those individuals with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Yeah. All right. So I think with that said, guys, let's go ahead and reminder again, guys. If you're not a subscriber, and you are interested or resonate or have benefited and want to be notified when I do provide these kind of sessions in the future, to allow you to be notified, subscribing is one of the benefits of that. And then, of course, as I present information, and again, the content does benefit you. Don't be afraid to hit the like button. Give me the the motivation, continued motivation to wake up here and provide this on a daily basis. Okay. All right. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and stop share here. I'm going to go ahead and locate the news portal, which I use, investing.com. Okay. And we're going to go to the economic calendar here. I'm just going to pause here a second to make sure everybody can see my screen. If I can get some confirmation you guys can see my screen, and then I'll continue. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and look through filter down the news here. I'm going to select all, clear all here. All right, we're just going to go ahead and oops. Okay, we're going to go ahead and filter this down here. Clear, select US, select 2 and 3 star events, apply, go back to the top here. So, so the news is that we only have 2-star news events here. We have once again, a Fed Waller speaking, another speaking here at 10:15, another member speaking at 12:15. We have some oil rig and oil speculative positions reports coming out at 1 and 3:30 Eastern time. But yeah, outside of that, we have actually a kind of a clean bill of health, so to speak, with respect to news. So, which is a good thing, because it allows the markets to move in I guess more more statistical ways that we can kind of benefit from. All right. All right. So let's move on to yeah, no gambling today. No. Let's go ahead and stop sharing and let's go share again. And this time we're going to select let's see here. Which screen do I want? Share screen up here. Share. All right. Again, guys, I'm going to pause here, make sure that everybody can see my screen. Oh, we do have monthly expiration today. Yes, option expiration. That could cause options that have some of the instruments that we trade, exposure to those could cause them to move in strange ways. All right, excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and in the gold, guys. So we are kind of we're going to give equal billing to all the markets here, guys. So 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes is the goal here. So let's go ahead and start with the gold market. Gold market continues to show signs of strength. Okay, we have a developing engulfing candle here on the top end of the range here. All right, again 2410, 2420 still is our areas of I guess potential resistance, but we continue to price continues to drive higher. Okay, right. I don't know, maybe some of you might even consider this a little cup and handle pattern here. I'm not sure. This is the base of the cup. Maybe this is the handle. I'm not sure. I don't trade those formations, but it's interesting when they do form. Okay. All right. So 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, as I mentioned, on the daily, again, we have a very strong bullish candle that's developing as we speak here. It is very much challenging the supply level here onto the left. All right. Again, if we do manage to close above, then that could speak for a pretty significant continued move to the upside in the gold market. All right. Let's see the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. Let's see if I can stretch this out a little bit more, guys, so make it a little bit more visible for everyone. Okay, well, nice and wide here. All right, so let's start with the fixed range volume profile. Okay, fixed range volume profile. We'll locate the 830 bar on Thursday. Select that and drag that across to the 430 bar, which is right about there. Okay, so as you can see here, we are above value, right? So above value indicates that the bulls are very much in control of the market. We have price above VWAP. We have price above settlement price. So again, more indicators that we remain bullish, okay, in the market. And obviously we have here the EMA 233 day EMA is also higher. Okay, so like I said, we are coming into some levels that could potentially prove to be a bit resistant to this move here, right? So we have an area here, a supply zone here that I'm seeing some rejection off of. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw that in. All right. Okay, you can see that here. We're right up against it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw that in. All right. So this area right here could cause, could cause sellers to kind of step in here. So let's open up to ADR and looky look. It's interesting to me when we draw these when we draw or add these like average daily range and things of that nature. I see my supply zone and look where my average daily range is, exactly smack in the middle, right? Smack in the middle of this supply zone that I've just drawn. Okay, so let's start calling out these levels here. All right, so we're going to call out these levels. So ADR high, ADR high. Okay, what is this level here? It looks like it's 23 2396.9, 2396.9. We have ADR low. We have ADR low here at let's see. Oops, that's not it. ADR low. Oops, I turned both of them off. Okay, ADR low here at 2365.9. Oops, I just all thumbs today. 2365. I think I said .9, I believe. 20, looks like it. Oh, I'm at the wrong level. 2365.9. Okay, settlement is 2385.5. Drop this here. 2385.5. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn off ADR levels and turn on ASR. Well, that's not it. ASR. Turn on ASR. Okay, so it's coming in slightly below here at 2395, and we've already exceeded it. Okay, so 2395. Okay, on the top side. On the bottom side, we have 2372, 2372.2. Okay, so these are kind of the levels that I'm going to be looking at in the gold market. All right, so what are some hypos? Well, as I mentioned, this area right here has the potential. Well, it's not showing it at the moment. Has the potential for price to cause price to reverse from. Okay, like this. Okay, anywhere in this area could cause price to move down this way, but I'm not going to participate in a candle that is showing so much strength. I need to see at least a candle on a 15-minute chart that is bearish to indicate to me that is a possibility. And if that is, then it opens up the door for price to move down to VWAP, have price move down to settlement, which would be a pretty significant move. Now, if price does not give me that, right, then I'm going to be looking for price to close above this level, all right, and then I participate on the top end of the supply zone for a continuation move to the upside. Ideally, it would be great if I had a reference level like VWAP, okay, to provide that. All right. So let me actually, from seeing that I've not added initial balance, right? Initial balance could also serve as that level, right? Right now we're at the edge of initial balance. We still have over an hour for another candle to form here before we can say that initial balance has been established. Okay. So once initial balance is established, initial balance itself could offer me a reference level to support a trade. All right. Focus should be placed on the edges of initial balance. Okay. And if we do get a break of initial balance, right, we want to see if that's going to be accepted and accelerate through or rejected, and we end up closing back inside of initial balance and traverse the entire range of initial balance. Okay, so this initial balance range for now seems to be of the normal variety, right? I'm looking back here. I think we've had far wider initial balance ranges than what we're experiencing today. Okay, so again, the fact that we have a little bit of a confluence here with this with my drawing of the supply zone and the top end of initial balance, it has kind of caused me to say, could this area 2398.5 provide me a level where I could potentially fade this move? Not only that, 23.8.5 is just under what? It's under a psychological level, 2400. That in and of itself, could be simply short below, long above. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing in the gold market. So let's see if there's anything question-wise that people have on anything that I've said. Looks like there is not. Okay, so that's we'll go ahead and close that off here and move on to let's go ahead and save this, move this side to 4 hours. Always like to look at that. So we have a very strong developing 4-hour chart. All right. So go ahead, save this. We're going to go ahead and move on to the daily chart in crude oil. Give crude oil equal billing. All right. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and open up this side over here. I'm going to go ahead and go to the daily chart. Okay. So similar to gold. Okay. We're starting to make some inroads to the upside in crude oil. All right. This is the third day in a row that we've closed with a bullish candle. I think we mentioned this before, that we have this kind of developing W pattern, double bottom kind of pattern off of something we care about in the EMA, right? So based on the daily chart, it appears that we are looking to go higher, right? This daily chart has already closed above this bearish, not closed, is already pierced above. This is a daily chart, right? We don't know if it's going to close above. We are peaking above, okay? And if we do peak above, well, that opens us up to prices, eventually coming up and retesting these levels up above here. I'm not suggesting that that's going to happen today, right? But the fact that we have price or above this level, at least gives us the inclination that that is a possibility over the next few days. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Okay, 4-hour is developing a bullish engulfing candle. Let's turn off the initial balance range. And I was trying to explain something else here. I'll turn this off here as well. Okay. All right, so we are developing a bullish engulfing and an otherwise, bullish trend, right? We've broken some structure here to the left, broken some structure here to the left. We're kind of like a rally, base, rally, base, rally, right? Kind of structure here. We do have on the 4-hour chart, this is the EMA at around, guys. It's funny how these levels that we look at fall on some sort of significant levels. EMA right now is right at 80. Is 80 a level that could what's interesting about 80? Well, 80 is one of these psychological levels, just like we talked about 2400 in gold, right? So we have an EMA kind of flirting around 80, right? Do you think 80 might cause price to kind of stall? Right? So anyway, bullish move headed into a level that could provide us a nice resistance level for reversal. All right, 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay, we are. What is the red? Let's see. ETT. Let's see. What is that? Oh, that's ASR. So let's turn this off for a sec. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start with fixed range volume profile. Okay, so we're going to locate the 9 a.m. bar, which is this bar right here, drag that across to the 4:30 bar. and here we are above value. All right, similar to gold, but we're not quite as far away from the value area. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, we're above value. We're above VWAP. We're above settlement. We are above EMA. Right, all indications indicate higher pricing. Market is just about to open here, so we are starting to see the initial balance range being developed before our eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead and call out some of these ADR levels. Okay, so we have ADR up here at 79.80. All right, I'm going to call it ADR high here at 79.80. 79.80. Okay, ADR low here at what is that? Looks like about 70. Was that 78.03? Looks like 78.03 is ADR low. 78.03 ADR low. We have settlement at 78.74. Okay. We're going to turn off now that the market is opened. We're going to turn on ASR here. We have ASR on the top side. Again, another indicator that is telling us that 80 might be a problem. 80.06 ASR, right? And then we have to the bottom side, we have looks like 78.60. All right. So what are some of my hypos? Well, we're up at a level. This is not today's ASR high, but this is back on Wednesday or yesterday's ASR. We're up at that level and showing some signs a little bit, that this is being respected for now. Again, if I'm looking for a location to, if I'm not a believer of this move higher, where would a logical place be for me to do that? Well, this 80 level up above, that's actually quite a ways away, I understand, but this 80 level would be that level. Potentially this ASR level from yesterday could be that level, okay, where price could fade off this level and come back to value area high. All right, value area high over here. Okay, so this over here could provide us a logical level for us for support, right? This could be supportive, and that could cause price to continue higher. Or let me use my arrow here, and I have it. Okay, so first order of business, maybe we fade. The market fades to this level down here, which is value area high, and provides a reversal, okay, or continuation of the current move. All right, something like this. Price heads down this way, bounces, and heads higher. Okay, if this ends up not being supportive, and how do we know when it's not? We have evidence of not being support. Well, we don't get the reverse candle, or in this case, green candle, to indicate that on a 15-minute chart that it is indeed going to be supportive. If not, well, the next logical level is ASR here. 78.60 is the next logical level to look for long. We have this level here is at what is that? 78.92 ish would be a level, right? 78.92 would be a level. 78.98 could be another level to support a continuation move to the upside, right? If that doesn't hold, then we have settlement price and we have ASR or ADR to the downside. I have ASR listed, but we have similar levels below us, okay, in ADR, right? If I'm bearish, well, I've already spoken about one area right here, okay. The ideal area is up here. IB edge could also, IB high could offer us an opportunity. So again, my focus is always on logical price reference levels, Okay. I don't want necessarily to participate in the long right at the top of the market. If I want to participate long, let it be slightly below, right? In this case, VWAP or IB edge or value area high. Okay. I want to be a seller, well, I'm at a level potentially now. The question is, do I have the resources? Do I have the sell resources to make it happen? And how do I know I have sell resources? Well, I need to see evidence. I need to see price structure support that view. Okay. All right. Take a peek here, see if there's any questions. I don't see any. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the NASDAQ. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to this. I'm going to switch this up to the 4-hour. And this side is going to be my little 15-minute, candle here, just kind of monitoring to see what, how price continues to behave around this ASR level, not from today, but from yesterday. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and save that away. And then we're going to go ahead and open up the NASDAQ market. All right. So looking at the NASDAQ. All right. So NASDAQ, we are going to open up the daily. We're going to turn off some of these indicators because they're not adding necessarily any value right now at this time. All right. So okay. So looking at the daily. All right. We have again uncharted territory. Right. We've broken some new highs. Look to the left. There's nothing but green pasture for this price to move higher. Okay. We had a minor pullback yesterday and currently are developing yet another bullish candle to the upside, right? Very much bullish. 4-hour chart. Similar. Although I would say that we've been kind of, in consolidation over the course of the overnight. Okay. Not really any new discovery of any new areas at this point. Okay. We're kind of, ranging. Okay. Ranging as we speak. You can see, I say ranging. I mean, you can see how often we've been up and below VWAP, right? Below VWAP, above VWAP, below VWAP, above VWAP. All right. No real direction at the moment in NASDAQ, right? Ranging. 30-minute chart. Okay. We are above settlement. We are above VWAP at the moment, but hard to trust VWAP at the moment just because, of how often it's been kind of flopping around VWAP, right? Not giving us any clear direction. Oh, we're going to go short. Nope. Back right above it. So not really a indication, or VWAP is not providing us the indicator at the moment, other than the fact that it is above it, right? So we have to acknowledge that. Fixed range volume profile. We're going to go ahead and locate the 930 bar from Thursday, drag it across to the 430 bar. Here we are. So we are hovering inside value on the low ends prior to the market open. Okay. Developing a bearish engulfing on an otherwise bullish market. Okay. So yeah. So if we continue to open in the next, 20 minutes or so in this area, well, that could lead us to, more range price action, right? Could cause us to stay in a range, flopping around the rest of the day. Okay. We'll have to pay attention to initial balance and see what initial balance brings. And maybe the initial balance, if there's a break of initial balance on one side or the other, that could give us the evidence on what side of the market to take it. Right now, we are inside value, developing a bearish engulfing, which could lead to price heading back down to VWAP, heading back down to settlement price. Okay, before it decides to make yet another reversal. Okay. All right, let's open up some of these levels here, see where we're at on them. Right now we're, maybe on the upper 2/3 of the range. Okay, daily range here. So we're going to call these levels out here. So we have ADR high here at what is that? 18,734.50. 18,734.50. We have ADR low at what is that? 18,550 looks like. 550.25. 18,550.25. And we have settlement at 18,650. Okay. We're gonna call out ASR levels, but understand that these ASR levels are still could adjust a little bit with the open. Okay. Just want to make sure of this. So we have 18,756. We have 18,756.50. Okay, on the upside, ASR 18,756.50. Okay, and then ASR low is, let's call it 18,600. 18,600. Okay. All right. So what are some hypos? Well, we have one hypo we kind of touched on. We came up to point of control. It's not necessarily an area I generally like to make entries, but if we are to have a bearish engulfing against a reference level, right? In this case, point of control. Well, I could say, okay, well, I'm going to use point of control as my line in the sand, so to speak, right? And say, okay, I'll enter if this remains bearish, I can enter, on the next candle and use point of control as my reference level, for my stop. Where could price go? Well, certainly down to VWAP, certainly down to settlement, but we wouldn't be taking that trade unless we felt that it could go all the way down here. Okay, this this trade right here is not exciting me, right? To go from here to here or from here to here. If I'm going to take this trade, I must have a belief that it can go at least to here, the end of this swing. Ideally, you have the feeling or the view that it's going to head all the way down to the other side of ASR low. All right. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in the NASDAQ. I'm going to pause here and see if there's any questions. I don't see them. So we're going to close off ASR, NQ, and move on to ES. Okay, ES. All right, we're going to briefly look at the daily chart. All right, daily chart. Okay, again, similar to what we were saying in the NASDAQ, we are very much in a bullish move here in the S&P. All right, let me turn off this. Okay, S&P. All right, we are developing another bullish candle. I say developing because we're not there yet. When they close the day, will be interesting to see how that closes. All right, so daily's telling us bullish. 4-hour is also equally telling us bullish. Okay, we have a developing bullish engulfing type of candle as we speak. All right, let's move on to the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. This is where we'll do a little bit deeper analysis. Okay, so similar to what we were seeing in. Go ahead. I'm expecting that we were probably either inside value or close to this point of control. So let's locate the 6:30 candle or actually 9:30 candle. Drag that across to the 13 or 4:30 candle. And actually, in this case, we're not even inside value, right? We are still technically below value, right? So a little bit more bearish, I would say, a little bit more bearish in the S&P than we are in the NASDAQ, okay? A little bit more bearish. Look, okay, we are below value. Okay, that's one thing that we have for the bears. Against the bears, I would say that we are above settlement and above VWAP. All right, so a little bit of a mixed information here. Not sure exactly what is this. Not sure what the red line is. So if I don't know what it is, I'm going to delete it. Okay. All right. This is a position, I guess I was evaluating. Okay, so let's see here. What else do initial balance, not there yet. So let me go ahead and start calling out the ADR levels here. All right, so we have ADR high. Okay, ADR high here at 5340, 5340, 5340. ADR low at 5296.50, 5296.50. We have settlement at what is that? 5287.70, 5287.70. We're going to close off ADR here and open up ASR. These are temporary numbers, guys. We're going to get some slight adjustment with the open here, but I'll call them out. Looks like we've gotten a little bit of reversal here off of ASR. So we'll go ahead and call it out here. Low end at 53, 53, 53.10, 53.10. On the low side, we have ASR high at 53, 54.50, 53, 54.50. Okay, so those are our levels. Let's talk briefly about some hypos. Well, if price manages to come back, right, which would be kind of I guess disconcerting for those folks who are in longs here. But if price were to come back to VWAP or settlement price, that would offer us kind of a secondary opportunity to participate in a long. Since we did have price break this kind of structure, this would be kind of a secondary opportunity to participate in a potential long in S&P. If I'm a believer of that the market is going to be heading lower, okay, then the reference level would be this value area low, right? This value area low level, okay. Price not being accepted inside value, offering me a continuation move to the downside off of value area low. Okay, if we do manage to close inside value, then we could potentially run into a value area acceptance play that could lead to a full traversal of value area. Okay, so those are a couple, and then ultimately, if we do get up to this ASR level, then that could offer us another opportunity for it to fade. Okay. What I guess has got my attention is, although we are below value, we are above VWAP, we are above settlement, and we broke some structure. So assuming that we can get a close inside this range of yesterday, we have a good chance that price could traverse through the entire range, assuming it can get through a point of control. Okay. All right. So that's the ES. Now, any questions? I don't see them. So we're going to close the day with a view of YM. I think I saw Tron there somewhere. I may, to see if I have time, I may give him a little taste of one of the markets he would like me to follow. All right. So Tron can think about what that is. Good morning, Frank. All right. Let's leave that there. We're going to need that maybe later. Okay. So similar kind of thing, guys. Okay. Nothing different than what we've been seeing in the ES and NQ. The Dow is also giving us the same kind of look and feel on the daily chart. Very much bullish. Looking at the 4-hour, Okay, we're kind of been floating around here with no aimlessly, without really any good direction here overnight. Okay, up or down, we're just kind of aimlessly kind of hovering. It looks to me more like a retracement than it is a rejection. All right, a little slight retracement for maybe the next leg higher. Okay, it's kind of the feel I get with the 4-hour. Looking at the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Here we are right above, just above value, just above settlement, just above VWAP, and VWAP is starting to kind of curl in a kind of a sloping up direction. All right, so that again gives us maybe some confidence for those folks who are potentially long. We have broken some structure here to the upside, but we have to be obviously cognizant of whoever this person was. He seemed to have meant some business. So let's go ahead and open up the fixed range volume profile. Let's locate the 930 bar, drag that across to the 13 or 430 bar. So we are below value. Dow and the ES looking a bit similar to me. And let's open this up here. So we have value area low that it's currently kind of is serving as a reference level. Okay, if it maintains that bearish look, an opportunity could be created here with a potential short. Okay, off of value area low for a continuation move to the downside. We have a developing bullish bearish engulfing. Okay, we are about 9 minutes away from the open of the market. Would be interesting to see how this candle closes. Okay, and it could provide me an extension move to the downside using the value area low as my reference. Okay, so let's go ahead and call out these levels here. ADR upside, we have open this up, text box, click. All right, so we have on the top side, we have 40.53, not 40.53. ADR high is 41.53. That's what I meant to say. 41.53. ADR low is 39. What is that? 39.836. 39.836. 39.836. And then settlement. Oops, that's not what I want to happen. Settlement is, what is it? 40,030. Let's see, 40,010. 40,010. 40 deal. Okay. Turn off ADR, briefly turn on ASR, although these levels may adjust. Again, we have on the top side 40,223. ADR low is 39,913. 39,913. All right. Okay. So again, just to remind us, we have value area low, hypo number one, continuation move to the downside. Should this close bearish? If we have price close back inside value, well, we have potential value area play all the way to the top of value. Okay. Otherwise, we have ASR to the top to fade, ASR to the bottom as kind of bounce points. Okay, for long here, short up here. Okay. I think, yeah, that's pretty much I think what I have to say about the Dow. All right, will be interesting to see. We're about 7 minutes away from the open here. I'm going to give Tron one last chance here to see if there's any other markets he would like me to take a peek at, and if not, then we will close the session. So Tron, speak or forever. Okay, well, it's like Tron is occupied. So we'll go ahead and close the session off here, guys. So just want to make sure that you guys are aware that this is Friday. We don't want Friday to be giving back everything that we've, the hard-earned equity that we've earned over the week. Okay, so we want to be cautious. We want to, look and wait for our levels. All right. We want to trade well, trade safely, and trade like a pro, trade like a market trader. All right, guys, have an excellent day, excellent session. Don't be afraid to hit the like button on your way out of the room here. Also, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Other than that, I think that's all I have for today, guys. No group coaching this afternoon. Okay. No group coaching this afternoon. We'll pick up group coaching on Monday. All right, guys. Have a good day trading. Talk soon. Bye now.